Well, we're getting a delivery here for the shop today. Finally got a Bridgeport mill. Ted found one. I'll give you the story on that a little bit later. This is a 1978 Bridgeport Series 1.
Bingo. Well, that worked pretty good.
This was going to be a simple sand it down and repaint it, but it took a turn for the worse.
So Zachary, what are you doing?
Well, you see what I'm doing here, bud, is they gave me this stuff looks like applesauce, and I'm kind of spraying it on there. Like, you know when you're eating applesauce at a pork chop? You know, you kind of take it and you kind of pat it on the pork chop because you want to get all those good flavors in there. That's what I'm doing.
All right, so 1 gallon of stripper later. We got her down to there. We're gonna scrape some more off. Just got another gallon, and we're gonna go ahead and apply some more just to try to knock the bulk of that off before we start sanding it down. So. You can probably see there's a few mill parts scattered about the shop. So I had the great idea to take this thing apart a little bit and paint it. And maybe someone should have stopped me, but we're too late for that now. So we're just gonna keep on going. All right, so I'm gonna remove this section, and again, I'm gonna use my lift. So what I did was there was a nut right here that's on this shaft. So I took it off, and then I just went ahead and put the handle on and cranked it until that completely disengaged. And now it's just being held by the lift. Hopefully I have enough lift. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough height to get it off. All right, well, my lift just ran out of height. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a better loop, shorten this entire rig up, and then it should pick it no problem. So I mentioned earlier some of these heavy casting marks, and this is some of the filler. I don't know what kind they used, but there's some of the filler that they used. So this is what I did. I went ahead and got some lightweight body filler and just went around and did a pretty decent coat. That's about a half gallon on that thing. And then I'll be sanding it off. All right, you can see I got most of the sanding done. A lot of the grinding marks are now gone. I already put a little primer on the top and lightly sanded that just to see how it's gonna look. So now I'm gonna put the whole thing into primer and then one more sand, and then we'll see if it's ready for paint. Okay guys, there it is. We got the paint on, and I will tell you what the paint is. It is just some of the Exo Rust Machine Gray. That was a little bit too light, so I had a little bit of gloss black. I added it in and mixed it to this color. Might be a little bit darker than the original color, but I like it. It looks good. I'll take you in so you can kind of see the finish of it. So it came out pretty good. I'm overall happy with the look of the paint. Hopefully I don't get any runs overnight. It's still wet. So that's gonna end this video. I'm not gonna bore you with me taking the rest of these pieces down and painting them. So what I'll do is once they're all painted, we'll come back on part 2 of the video and we'll put the whole mill together. All right, well, thanks for watching.
Uh-oh.